Greetings, this is Winnie Wriggle and welcome back to Edentech. You might notice as I take a little stroll through the base, a few things are different. We got some brick and terracotta and granite, courtesy of the dungeon that I took down over there. I promised I'd do that offline. I also used it to make a little bit of walls around the Tinker's smeltery. I did make a Tinker's hammer. Just a bronze one, added a diamond for durability, and went mining in the Aroma's mining world off screen. I processed all the ores in our Tinker smeltery because that's the thing that we have set up. And if you look behind me, you can see that I've just added a hopper into the smeltery controller with a chest on top so I can feed ores into it. And then underneath both of the basins and the casting table are hoppers that lead into a chest so I can pick up the processed ores. This is a redstone clock from Extra Utilities, and it by default is on, and if you apply a redstone signal, you turn it off. So if you have it on, it will pulse out the melted ores into the ingot automatically, so you can leave it to just run. So it's kind of pseudo automated ore processing. The only thing you have to watch out with in Tinkers is some of the ores, when you combine them together, like when we made the aluminum brass, when you combine them together, they alloy and create a different ore entirely. So if you don't want them to combine, you need to be sure that what you're processing does not combine with the other ores. So for example, if you put silver and gold in there, you would get electrum instead of silver and gold. That's important to keep in mind. Okay, so I did quite a bit of mining off screen. I'll show you the resources that we've processed. They're in the base. But right now, I want to show you the changes that we've made to the base. I went ahead and did all the building offline. It was just easier because I needed to have a workshop up and running, and that's basically what we added. In addition to these precious little paths around the outside of the base, these are torches from Integrated Dynamics. That is one of the 3 mods that we're going to take a look at today. We're going to start with Integrated Dynamics and then move into actually additions to set up a little more efficient ore processing, and then just do the bare beginnings of Immersive Engineering. I at least want to get us down the path to making steel, and then we'll wrap up the episode with a quick trip into the Nether. So here is the addition to the base. I'll show you from the top. I just extended out the back. It's a large open room, a workshop room, if you will. And we'll take a quick spin through it. Not crazily exciting, but I did use glass in the ceiling, so it's fairly well lit. And then our construction continues. Oh, it's time for nap. This will be good timing. Our path continues around the other side of the base. And here is a placeholder. We're going to put the coke oven and the blast furnace here from Immersive Engineering. They need a 3x3x3 block area, and I thought it'd be good to have them outside instead of taking up base room. So we'll run inside and take a little nap and then get started on Immersive Engineering. I'm sorry, get started on Integrated Dynamics. And you might have noticed very quickly there, this glowing portal behind me. This is the mining world. These are portal frames. If we go to Aroma's 1997's Dimensional World, you make a mining multi-tool, which is very easy. It's a flint and steel and a stone pickaxe and a couple stone bricks. And then you make a portal frame by combining the multi-tool with stone bricks and a crafting grid, and you get the frames. You make it just like another portal. In this case, I made it a 3x3, and to activate it, you right-click it with the little mining multi-tool. Anyway, to activate it, another portal you would just stand in, but in this one you want to crouch. Most of the plant life does spawn in here, and something I discovered, and you'll notice when we look at the bling chest, villages spawn in here. So I raided this village over here. Our mine is right here outside the door. This is nothing fancy. It's literal hole in the ground down to the mines. And I had a hammer, so a lot of mining's been done. Okay, so let's get into Integrated Dynamics. Part of the reason I want to start with this mod is it's very easy to start with. Namely, you only need these integrated dynamics trees. So these beautiful trees with the glowing leaves. The good news is they work in the bonsai pots. So I have had them going for quite a while in here. We need a little bit of wood. They make crystallized mineral chunks. They also make these great mineral berries, which are really easy early game food source. Okay. So what we're going to do is make a squeezer and a drying basin. So we need a squeezer and a drying basin. So we are going to squeeze the mineral juice out of pieces of wood, put it in a drying basin so that it dries into these blocks of crystallized mineral, because we will need those in order to make an energy battery. This is a super, super cheap early battery for in-game. Look, it's nothing but the stuff that comes out of these trees and a block of redstone. And you'll notice it says if you place it in a crafting grid with other energy batteries, you can increase the capacity. So for every one of these simple batteries we make, we get an extra 1,000,000 RF of storage. And I want to take our fabulous little Spectre coil, number 218, it generates 128 RF per tick. I'm going to go ahead and set it down and have it start generating power and saving it in a battery. Let's go ahead and make our squeezer, which is an iron ingot, a couple pieces of wood, and an iron block, which we have. Oh, I didn't show you. Look at the bling. The bling is so good. Yeah, I did a lot of mining. So we made our squeezer. We're going to make our drying basin, which requires black dye, which I have these beautiful little lotuses from Actually Editions. And guess what they give you? 2 black dye. That's so cool. Let's make our drying basin, and we will also need a source of redstone. In this case, I'm choosing to use a button that I made from some of our stone, and we're going to set this up in here where it won't be in the way. So we'll set down our squeezer, and you'll notice that there are lines that go out to the right and left of the squeezer. We're just going to put our drying basin next to where one of those outputs are. And then we're going to take a redstone signal so that it's 1 block from the squeezer. This is actually my favorite. One of the reasons I want to start this mod is that it's fun. Oh no, I don't have room. Oh, that's sad. Hold on. I might have to rethink my ceiling here. Because you stand on this mod and jump up and down, and it squeezes the juice out of the log. I love that. To reset the squeezer, you just right click on the redstone source, and look, when it dries, you get a beautiful block of crystallized mineral. So we're gonna do that a couple times. You also don't have to wait for it to process. I'll get right in the middle here. Reset, throw the wood down, jump up and down again. I'd like to make maybe 5 million of storage. So 5 of these, so we need 10 blocks of mineral. There are automated versions of these, or powered versions, pardon me, of these that you can make. But the squeezer, oh, I didn't quite get that down. The squeezer is also very cool for other resources early game. So here's a great example. If I want red dye, look, I can put a poppy, which would normally in a regular crafting table give you 1 red dye. You can get 4 from the squeezer for like no resources at all. So there are all kinds of things that you get. I think blaze powder is another one that you can get from the squeezer. Yes, you get 3 per blaze rod plus a 50% chance for an extra one. So early game, this is an excellent way to get additional resources. You may have noticed my armor has changed. I have made emeradic crystal helmet, pants, and boots. I found a bunch of emeradic crystal in that village in the mining world, and it makes just ridiculously good armor. I was not going to turn that down. Look at that's better than diamond. 936393. So we are in good shape in terms of protection. Look at that. That's like armor and a half. Also, it's getting dark. Let's take a little nap. Okay, so we have the resources that we need from Integrated Dynamics in order to make some batteries. And let's see, yes, I have plenty of redstone, plenty of crystallized mineral chunks. So we are going to make some batteries. An energy battery. Let's just see how many we can make. 5! Yay! 1, 2, they do not stack. 3, 4, 5. And then we just put them together in a crafting grid. So 1 has a million RF capacity. 2 together gives you a battery with 2 million RF. So easy. Look how easy and cheap early game. A 5 million RF battery for like redstone and trees. No iron required except to make the squeezer. So it's like one block and 3 pieces of iron plus some black dye to make the squeezer. It's just such an undervalued mod, I think, in terms of its beginning helpiness. Okay, so we are gonna throw down the battery and we're gonna take this specter coil and stick it on top. And if we right click, you can see, I know they're blurred, but look, it's filling up with energy, and you can tell because there's a little glowy bar at the bottom. It's slowly filling up. So it's already got 40,000 RF. So we're just gonna let that run while we make other stuff. Ta-da! Power. In modded. Super early. Oh, I also, a big changes have been made to the inside. I'm sorry. I probably should have done the whole actual inside base tour. So I changed our entire crafting area, obviously, to be the storage crates from Actually Additions. Part of the reason they are so amazing is the one to the south. I don't know how this works, but one of the inventories next to a Tinker's crafting station always shows up. So it will actually use the inventory from this crate to craft things. It's like kind of sort of pseudo automated. So I put all the bling in here since that's the most common crafting ingredient. I have our blocks. This is all our cobblestone, wood, glass, all the things, crafted items, and then organics. So I've been farming as well as mining. We set up the Cooking for Blockheads kitchen, and all I did was a little decorating. These things are awesome. They take dye. So we have an orange base and a pink top just for fun. And this carpet came out of that house that was on top of the dungeon, the same place the bricks came from. Actually Additions is actually you could just add this to your Minecraft world and it would be an excellent power and storage and automation mod. It's wonderful. It has some amazing features to it. We are probably not even going to scratch the surface of everything you can do with it. I am going to use it, however, for our ore processing initially. So we're going to make a crusher, which is how we chop up the ores. And to do that, you need a couple of things. Flint, some Rustonia crystal, which we'll also make. A basic coil, which is Rustonia crystal around black quartz. And there we go. And an iron casing. Iron casing is pretty cheap. 4 pieces of iron, 4 sticks, and a black quartz. In order to make a Rustonia crystal, we need an atomic reconstructor to make crystals and other things. So we need to make one of those first. It's actually the first block you should make. It's not expensive at all. 1 chunk of iron, a block of iron plus 4 pieces. And I think I might have some iron casings. I do, from Raiden Villages. So we'll put 2 of those in my inventory. So let's make an atomic reconstructor. Okay, and you need 2 important things when you use this. We're going to want a redstone torch, which, oh, I may already have one. Yes, I do. Ta-da! And you're going to want a redstone signal. Okay, crafted items. I need a lever because in order to get power out of this energy battery, we need to apply a redstone signal. And I'm going to apply it to the bottom because I would like to get power out of the sides. Once you apply a redstone signal to the energy battery, it makes all of the sides output power. So you can hook up either cables or put down blocks that need power right next to it, and they will get power. So you can see in the lower left-hand part of my screen that this is quickly filling up with 300 crystal flux. Crystal flux is equivalent to RF in the Actual Additions. It's just called crystal flux, but it accepts RF. 3rd time's charm. Set it down. Still has power. Right click it. No, it does not like being right next to that Doesn't like it. Okay, well, we will eventually get a power cable. But for now, let's stick it next to it. It does have a full charge. So we gotta find something cheap to make a power cable out of. That is gonna be thermodynamics. I know I'm mod hopping right now, but a leadstone flux duct is a super, super cheap power cable. It's just 2 pieces of lead, glass, and some redstone. Let's make one of those. And just slap it down. It automatically connects and automatically pushes power, takes it from a power source and pushes it to the thing that needs power. So we have our atomic reconstructor set up. Now, ooh, money. We need to take some redstone and we throw it down in front, right where the laser's going to come out, and we hit the redstone signal and boom, we have Restonia crystals. Super easy. The other thing we're going to need are Inori crystals. And you do this to create those. We just take some iron, throw them down in front of the laser, hit that redstone, and we get Inori crystals. Super, super easy. You can do the same thing with diamonds and emeralds. We're going to hold off on that until we actually need them in recipes. So let's go back to our actually additions mod and make our crusher. So first we need 4 basic coils. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to need 2 gold ones. So I'm going to make more of those. And now we need, there's 1 crusher. And I need another iron casing. Let's just take them all. 2 crushers. And then we want to make the double crusher. So the only thing we need are these advanced coils. It's just a basic coil surrounded with gold nuggets. Super easy. There's our double crusher. Yay. And then we also want to make the powered furnace from Actually Additions. There's that Inori crystal I said we're going to need. We also need a couple of furnaces and 2 more basic coils. And I might have some furnaces. I do. So we put all that in the crafting grid and boom, powered furnace. Super easy. So we're gonna, it's a good thing I made this flux duct cable. Let's see. We're going to make it come out here. Like so. I'll put our crusher on the left. And our powered furnace on the right. And I'm going to show you why I left a block between them. Because in order to do automation using Actually Additions, you need these funny little things called ESDs. And their name actually changes every time. Yep, extra long solidifying dissociation. Extraordinary sample deliverer. Yeah, it's just an ESD. So we will need wooden casings and 1 Inori crystal. And we're going to need to make 2 of these. I think I have wooden casings. Yes, I do. In fact, we're just going to put the iron casing and the wooden casing in the bling chest because I know we'll be crafting with those. So let's make 2 of these ESDs. Think of these as smart hoppers, basically. So I'm going to put 1 on one side of the crusher and 1 between the 2. And I'm going to make a 3rd one because I forgot you need a 3rd one. Let's see. ESD. Once more the feeling. What do I need? Oak. Good thing we have a tree farm. Okay, 1 more ESD. And let's get a couple of chests. An input and an output chest. Super simple ore automation. I'm going to put this chest on here and this chest on here. Okay, we want items to go in this chest, down into the ESD, and over into the crusher. When they're done being crushed, we want them to come out of the crusher into the next ESD and into the furnace to be cooked. When they're done being cooked, we want it to come out of the furnace into the ESD and then up into the pickup chest, right? Super simple. The ESD has a very simple user interface. Think of it as a multi-directional hopper. So inbound is where are the things coming from? We want things that are up on top of it to come in. So it's looking up at the chest in order to bring things into it. To leave it, it's going to be north, east, west, or south. So we're going to look the direction we want the items to travel, which in this case is south, according to our map. So we want the outbound to be south. And you'll see that it sees that there are 6 slots in the double crusher. That's an input and 2 outputs for each one of these. So that's good. That's how we know that we've gotten it correct. Now this next one, as you might have guessed, we need to bring things in from the north and out to the south. So inbound is north and outbound is south. If I can find it. Here we go. From the furnace, same thing. Inbound is north, but outbound is up. So this ESD, inbound is north, outbound is up into the pickup chest. So everything is powered. If I take these 16 iron ingots and I drop them in our chest, you can see they automatically get put in the double crusher. And there's an option on here. You can auto split items or not. Right now, not means that if I had gold in here, it would be doing the gold separately. To make things go faster, if you have it automatically split things, it'll split the stack of items, similar items, and do both at once. One of the advantages of using a double crusher is you have a chance to get gold when you crush iron. I don't think we've gotten any yet. Okay, things are zipping through the other ESD into the furnace. Same thing here with the splitting. To make it go faster, I'm going to turn splitting on. It's using about 30,000 R. I don't know what it uses per tick, but each one of these stores 30,000. And you can see, we did get a gold. And you can see that our 16 iron ore should turn into at least 32. We might get some bonus iron from processing. That's it. That's ore automation done. Okay, next up, we're actually going to take a pause and make use of our beautiful currency. I want to buy a cow in the jar for the kitchen to get milk. And in our quest book, because I did not point this out last time, I don't believe, one of the areas in the quest book is, if I go to quest lines, Shopper's Paradise. This is where all those coins you're getting from killing mobs is going to come in quite handy. In this case, I just want a cow in the jar. To do that, I need a $10 bill. And I get a cow in the jar, which is great because there are no vanilla cows that I've seen anywhere in my wanderings. So we want to craft a $10 bill. So if we select it in the crafting grid, you'll notice that there are a couple of options for how to craft it. You need $1 coins and $2 coins or 25 cents. And if you have the right materials, then the option will be, it'll come up with, it won't say missing items. So in this case, we need two $2 coins. Yes, I can make that. There's one. And let's go make another one. And then now if I go to the $10 bill, one of the options should be lit up. So to make a $10 bill, boom. Now we have a $10 bill. Yay! And I tried this before, which is why there's another $10 bill in our bling chest. We'll save that for other purchases. Right now, we'll detect. Yay! We want our cow in the jar. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, sweet. And the beautiful thing about this, if you never use this mod, you stick a cow in the jar on the counter and look at the number going up at the top of the screen. It slowly milks the cow for you. So you always have access to the things that can be made from milk, like cream and butter and cheese and ice cream and all the good stuff from Pam's, using the Cooking for Blockheads. I think that block is one of the most valuable blocks in the Cooking for Blockheads kitchen, in addition to the cooking table. Okay, so we bought our cow in the jar. Let's put our money back. Give me a second to clean up my inventory and we'll be right back. And we're back. And next up, we are going to take a look at the very beginnings of Immersive Engineering. So to that end, I have already crafted the items that we're going to need. including the coke brick. And then we're also going to hop into the nether real quick. The recipe for the coke brick is super easy. Sandstone with clay and bricks, which we had plenty of. So I have made 27 coke bricks. And if it's daylight, yes, it is. We'll go around to our immersive engineering area out here. Ta-da! And we will set up our oven. And this is just a very simple, it's a 3x3x3 grid. So you just keep making 3x3s, right? So you have a big square, then you take the engineer's hammer and right click and ta-da, it makes a coke oven. This coke oven, we're going to put coal in, and what we will get out is coal coke. So we take a stack of coal, and this takes a long time to process, which is why I want to start it now and rack up a supply of coal coke. We probably won't do much with this mod for a couple episodes, but it takes forever to make one piece of coal coke. So we'll just let that run. Yay, we've started immersive engineering. Now let's make a portal to the nether. And let me think about where I want it real quick, and we'll be right back. And we're back. And I think we have a natural place to put the portal here outside, kind of at the major curve point in the path. So I built a little platform for it. Mostly I just want to keep it far enough away from the main base not to be a pain, but to get to, but also far enough away that I don't have to listen to it. It's very annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna make a 3x3. I'm very excited to see what our nether looks like. Oh boy. Oh, I did bring a flint and steel. Woo! Okay, let me dump off my inventory and we'll hop in there. Okay, before we go to the nether, there's something very important I need to do. See this pickaxe? It's awesome. It's got an obsidian mining level, which is enough to get us to the nether. But guess what? There are cool ores in the nether that I want to be able to mine, and I can't because it doesn't have cobalt level mining. So we are going to take some obsidian and go over to our tinker's table and make a sharpening kit. And I need 1 piece of flint. We're gonna make an obsidian sharpening kit for our pickaxe so that I can mine the ores in the nether. And I'm glad we'll be able to do this on screen. So we go to our part crafter, we pick the sharpening kit, put our obsidian in it. I think it only takes 2, yep. So we make an obsidian sharpening kit. You could also do this in the smeltery, but why? It's so easy to do here. Then we go to the tool forge, we put the pick, the obsidian sharpening kit, and a piece of flint. And you'll see over on the right that our mining level goes from obsidian to cobalt, which is great. I'm very interested in getting some cobalt in the nether and upgrading our pickaxe because I have run out of sapphire. I can't even repair it. It's raining. Let's go to the nether. Woo! Get away from all this craziness. Let me put some torches right here. Okay. Here we go. Into the nether. Ooh, I'm glad I have good armor. Let's hope we get a good spawn. Like, not something crazy out over lava. Crazy. No lava spawns, please. Oh, it's scary. Hello? Hello? Oh, I forgot. In the nether, when it's raining in the overworld, you get these awesome nether sandstorms. Okay, I'm gonna run around and do some mining here. And resource gathering. And if anything exciting happens, I will bring you back. Oh, fire dogs. That's another terrifying thing in the nether. Well, we get leather and blaze powder. That's not too bad. Gotta watch out for them. Lava dogs, fire dogs. Here's another one. Hey, puppy. Ooh, they're a little scary. Stop. Not zesty. I died. I died badly. I fell down. I didn't die in lava. Woo, thank goodness. But we gotta go back and get our stuff. Whew. Okay. Dang. Thank goodness for gravestones. Oh, all the things. Okay. I think we have made a very good run. I have a good number of resources. The dogs, despite them eating my face a couple of times, are a good source of blaze powder, which is excellent. I did not find another fortress in my wandering. I went over that way and through a mushroom forest. I guess we'll go the other direction next time in the hopes that there is one near. The only other thing I didn't get while I was here was glowstone. We might have to save that for another trip as I am out of time for today. So let's pop back into the overworld. Home sweet home. And take a look at our goodies. I did get over a stack of cobalt and almost a half a stack of ardite, which we really only need that to make manulin with, which is fantastic. And I think what I'm going to do is just process it. Can you do thing? You can. Okay, so let's just run it through the processor. Magic. So today we got into integrated dynamics. We set up automation with actually additions. We started immersive engineering. That'll be down the road, but we at least need to get a start on that. I showed you the mining world. We made updates to our base, and we made it to the Nether to get all the important ores for the next phase of automation and ability to maybe go raid a dungeon. We'll see. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. I don't know. I need to enchant some stuff. Maybe that'll help. I'm still not fireproof. I also need to find another fortress. If I go back mining in the Nether, I'll keep a wary eye out. In the meantime, thank you everybody for watching. And remember that you are the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care. Bye-bye.